Good morning. Now today we'll be discussing about our new program called as recap. Gottide recap again. Now what do you mean by recap? And what is this program is all about? Now first one here is what is this recap? Recap andre enu? The first one, what is this recap? A recap is as simple as that. It is revising. Will be enriching the current affairs, the program. First and foremost one here is, will be revising our complete the current affairs, and will also be enriching our current affairs with the static part. Will be enriching our current affairs with what? The static part, along with the current, nothing but updation, the program. Okay, now this is about our first one. The second one, sir, how many months current affairs will be covering under this program? How many months current affairs will be covering under this program? How many months? It is 15 months. Now 15 months starting from January 2024 starting from January 2024 up till your UPSC Prelims. It is up till UPSC Prelims. Now your Prelims is in the month of May. Now automatically elliyorgu questions keltare sir anta kelidre, the maximum questions from current affairs you will be getting it from January maximum is up till March. Maximum up till March will be covering the 12 months complete. I can say 2024 though, and 2025 though 3 months starting from January up till the March. Nothing but we'll be completing the 15 months current affairs along with the static part. This is about our second one. Now sir, how many hours we will be taking with respect to? Will be taking with respect to this course? 15 months current affairs study madbekadre how many hours will be taking this? It is in and around will be taking around 70 to 75 hours. I'm not saying only 70 hours anta. It is based on the need, based on the demand. Will be either decrease model or normally will be increasing the 70 to 75 hours. Okay alva? This is completely about our program. Now sir, before studying about current affairs, what are the prerequisite we need to know? What are the prerequisite we need to know before I can say studying about the current affairs? Yen gothirbeku. It is the first and foremost thing we need to know here is, we need to know about the syllabus. At least ivagadru syllabus nodidira. You are in the month of January. Have you at least observed or have you seen about the syllabus of UPSC? Nodidira. Now current affairs, what is the syllabus we have? It is current events of national and international importance. Now what do you mean by current events of the national and international events? Andre, what does national mean here and what does international mean? First thing is, and the second one you need to know about, it is what has been the marks which has been asked from current affairs section from paper 1 and from paper 2. Paper 2 in the current affairs iratta? Yes, we'll see this. And the third major important one, we'll see about what should be the strategy. Now random study ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾ? Nothing but course launch ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, nothing but ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. No, don't you think we need to organize the content? Now the organization comes, we call it as the blueprinting part. Yes or no? Yes. Shall we study one by one within just 10 minutes? We'll start the first and foremost the section we call it as polity anta. Okay now coming to the first thing we call it as, what is the syllabus? What is the syllabus with respect to? It is the paper 1 and paper 2 another. It is from our current affairs another. The first and foremost one, the current affairs section majorly talks about the current events of national as well as international importance. Now, sir, what do you mean by national andreno? What do you mean by international andreno? Now, how will the questions be asked from this section from our different exams? It is different examinations ali in questions keltare. It is first thing, national andreno. What do you mean by national? Does it mean that only the national issues? Or they'll be asking it from our subject point of view? It is in this context, what do you mean by national? What do you mean by the national? And what do you mean by international? It is national means it is the themes. The questions will come from, it is polity based themes. Polity based themes irutte. Or the question can come from India irutte. But questions will be from polity. The questions will be from economy. The questions will be from, it is environment and ecology. The questions will be from the national related current affairs from SNT, science and technology. The current affairs will be from art and culture. Yes or no? Idrinda major agi from these themes, the questions will be with respect to, we call it as national issues. Now, sir, IR or international relations questions majorly from out of the country. It is out of the country. But majorly, what will be the themes here, sir? Normally, the themes will be the places in news. The themes will be places in news. The questions can come from map based. The question can come from issues. The question can come from countries. The question can come from organizations. It is this course is sufficient to clear prelims. This is my bold initiative. It is we are coming with respect to this initiative. Idu nodkondu hodre arama cut off clear agate. Okay na? Yes, we'll be studying with respect to IRL. It is major agi organizations, followed by we call it as countries, places in news, maps, issues part. Okay alva? Idr bagge it is we'll be studying under our, I can say, branch called as it is international relations. Okay na? Yes, this is about our first paper. Now, sir, how will our current affairs help in paper 2? Or we call it as Csat. It is Civil Services Aptitude Test anta. Now, sir, Civil Services Aptitude Test ali, how will our current affairs plays important role? It is the first and foremost one. Direct mooth question. Section. If you know current affairs, automatically your interpretations will also be faster and deriving the answer will also be easier, alva. Yes or no? See, I'm not saying mooth question ang beku antalla. Nothing but idral 15 question on themes in the bandre, nothing but 15 into 2.5 alva. Eshtaito. It is in and around bed and get 35 and now you next the back bekili. Nothing but in 25 hardly. And illu kuda ashte. It is illu kuda. It is cut off sir in paper 1. It is hardly, it is around 100, I can say 100 marks. Hardly around 100 marks. 100 marks andre nange questions ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ. It is hardly 50 questions net right ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ. Net right ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು out of 100. But we'll see how can we get that marks with respect to the current affairs also. Maximum from current affairs. This is about the first and foremost thing. And the second thing here is, sir, how many marks we'll be getting from the current affairs? Is it purely current affairs or static linked with current affairs? It is the first question. The question can come from purely current affairs in the kuda irbodu. Purely current affairs in the kuda irbodu. Now coming to the mark section, the first and foremost one, the question can come from the purely current affairs. This is the purely current affairs and matarthivi. Purely current affairs. And the second one, the question can come from static linked with current affairs part. Now, sir, I can say current affairs news irodrinda the static questions ಬರ್ತದೆ, and that we call it as the static linked with current affairs part. Now sir, now ಎರಡು section ಅಲ್ಲಿ where can you get maximum questions? Is it purely from current affairs or static linked with current affairs? It is static linked with current affairs. Now pure current affairs ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, it is purely current affairs ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ it is you are getting in and around 20 questions from the last 10 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ. It is last 10 years ali you are getting approximately, I am saying, 20 questions from current affairs. 20 questions from current affairs. And sir, ade static link with current affairs nodadadre in and around some 25 questions extra. Nan heltini why in the present times or the recent times, why are, I can say, all the exams focusing more on current affairs anta. Inikenta kuda nodana. It is importance of current affairs also we'll see. Now sir, with respect to 20 and 25, it is purely current affairs in them and static linked with current affairs in them. It is we are getting in and around 40 to 45 questions current affairs in the you will mandatorily get. Nothing but into 2 nodi. Decent agi, it is, I'm not saying ili perfect agi beku anta. At least if you get 60 marks, it is sufficient alva with 70 hours ali. Nothing but each and every hour you will be getting 1 mark, approximately you will be getting 1 mark. Yes, this about our second one, we call it as marks distribution or marks allocation. And the third one we call it as, sir, what is the strategy to study about this recap? What is the strategy? Now how to allocate this 70 hours. Now this 70 hours is allocated into 6 sections. Allocated into 6 sections based on subjects. Allocated based on subjects. Sir, yaudike sir highest priority kodbeku anta kelidre, it is for polity, because majority of questions both with respect to static as well as current affairs nimge gottide already polity na barutte. Now second priority yaudinda barutte, it is economics, and based on that only we'll be studying our second part. It is after this, in the present times, environment and ecology. Adadmele it is science and technology, the recent advancement in science and technology with respect to missiles bage, with respect to IT, with respect to cryptocurrency, nano, other bage, and economics matter bage we'll be discussing it with respect to, again we have a strategy. It is random study madalla. It is, we won't be studying current affairs randomly, rather based on organizations or based on organized structuring. Okay alva, adar bage nodam. Adadmele environment and ecology also we'll be studying with respect to basics in the advanced, the recent concepts. Yes, idar bage nodtivi. Adadmele it is the IR part, it is international relations, followed by art and culture. We have 6 important sections covering both national as well as international relations. But sir, nange 70 hour ide, can I give equal weightage to all this? Hinge budhivantaralva, can I give equal weightage? No. But don't you think I need to distribute? It is based on the marks allocation. Now sir, ee polity le highest weightage irodrinda, it is, can I give in and around some 15 hours for this? 15 hours. And adhe riti economics ge it is 15 hours. It is environment and ecology, it is 15 hours. Already 45 hours done now. In mikir deshin nange nothing but 25 hours. Now 25 hours ali it is, will be, I can say we'll be studying some or 10 hours idike, it is 10 hours idike, some 5 hours idike. Yes, okay alva. Now this will be the first, I can say, first part of your revision. Idadmele will also be coming with respect to, I can say, the recap RCB anta barutte for revision part, the last part of revision for your examinations. Before exams we'll be coming some 1 or 2 classes with respect to, I can say, revision part also. Adha now I will discuss mana, but this is about our structure. Okay now, yes, and this is our, I can say, second part of our recap. And direct questions nodadadre In the last year, it is recap one only. It was 33 questions, direct questions 33, and we have uploaded in our YouTube also. If you link click madidre, it is obviously you will be getting all the details. Okay now, yes, this is about our completely about our the program. And coming to the first section now, the first section will be covering the complete polity. It is complete polity, which includes include agate sir anta kelidre, which includes it is the current affairs as well as it is static. Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. It is current affairs as well as the static part, and the second one I'll be discussing based on, I can say, the themes or based on chapters. So chapters are ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it is first preamble in the updates idre. It is second one we call it as part 1 in the union and territories. Second part 2 in the updates idre. Part 3 in the updates idre. Part 4, part 5, followed by it is fundamental duties. It is amendments to constitution. Amendment to constitution. Adadmele parliament, executive, judiciary, bodies anta. And last one we call it as miscellaneous. Nothing but based on all these chapters, I'll be discussing both the static part as well as any updations recent idre. I'll be updating that. Yes, that will complete both our current affairs part as well as second one we call it as static linked with current affairs. Yes, okay alva, study ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದಾಗೀಗ. Yes,